Okay. So, in the last video, I explained to you guys that my SLK is it's broken at the moment, which is quite sad. And these guys have given me the breakdown. So, I'm actually going to share my screen shortly, and I just want to show you like some of the figures because I'm trying to figure out what I need to pay for first. That's pretty much the most important. I really want to drive to Europe this summer. I want to see my uncle, my auntie, and my cousin, and I want to see my friend in the Netherlands, my other friend in Switzerland, and my uncle's in France. So I really want to get the car just up to a good standard because I need to break it in, which I'm going to get to shortly, for this trip before I start driving like a, speed racer. So this is what Mercedes have said. They've said, and I'll put this on the screen. They've said that in order to get a brand new engine from factory, it's going to be £15,000. So for my US viewers, £15,000. That's going to be about, I don't know, 18,000, something like that. I'll do the exact conversion in the edit. Yeah, so it's going to be about £15,000 for a brand new engine. But the good news, I found another dealer or authorized dealer who can do a reconditioned engine, pretty much 0 miles, so same as the brand new, but just not from the factory. And that's going to be £2,700, so about maybe $4,500, something like that. And then if I want a used engine, which has about, I don't know, 48,000 miles, something like that, then that's going to be about like 1,700, £1,800. So I don't know, maybe around $3,500, $3,000, something like that. So it's ranging between 3,500 to about 18,000. And that's just for the engine. I've still got other things that need doing for it to pass its, MOT, which is for the US audience. That's the certificate that we have to get every single year for cars in the UK, which is to make sure it passes and it's roadworthy. So quite annoying, but yeah, we have to do it. And I know from before my last MOT, before the car broke down, I need to either repair my exhaust or get the new exhaust, which was what my plan was before. So anyway, I'm going to show you my screen and just show some of the like costs of quotes and things that I've gotten recently, because I'm really trying to map this out, and it's getting frightening because the number just keeps increasing, which is normal in a restoration. So yeah, let me share my screen. Okay, so I just want to share my screen and I'm going to walk you through like some of these costs. And I'm even just getting my head around it myself because man, it's quite expensive. I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to really add up. So this is what I've spent so far in like 24 months, and this is, I would say, like 95% accurate. I have been tracking it since then. So I've total spend on the car about, I'm gonna round that up because there's some gas prices, petrol prices that I didn't actually factor in. I might have forgotten a few, so it's probably close to £6,000. Which, let me get the conversion now. Actually, £6,000, which means that is $8,000, $8,100. So $8,100 is what I've spent on the car in the past year and a bit, and that also doesn't even include all the costs to get the car to the garage, ship it back to my house, pay for diagnostics, which I need to add to the cost. So at least $8,500. Anyway, I'm gonna keep moving on. So I've got like a wish list here. These are the things that I actually want to do. So as you can see, there's a big number here, $19,000. So, sorry, £19,000. This is about $27,000 of cost. Now, this is not everything on this list I don't have to do, but majority of them need doing. Okay, so let me start from the top. So last summer, I believe it was, I got a quote from a body shop, and this was to repair, which I said in the last video, this was to repair the left front wing and the right front wing and the bumper. They did say that the arches at the back could do with some going over, but nothing like pivotal, right? Nothing like pressing. But the front left wing for sure, bumper, which I wrecked on my in a parking lot curb, which was painful. Tiger sealed it back, but obviously I'm not a body shop guy, so it needs doing. And they said, hey, look, if we want to do everything, which is remove everything out of the car, aka the glass and the doors off, like the full 9 yards, it'd be £7,000. So I'll put the dollar equivalent on screen, save me some time. Then they said to do the same parts that I just mentioned. They said that it's going to be £4,500 just to like mask everything off, not take the glass out, things like that. So still £4,500, but that's including the parts, so the wings, the bumper, the arches done, etc. And it will need spraying because once the wings are done, the rest of the car is going to look off because it's not going to be the same. They can match it, but it's better to just spray the whole thing. Anyway, that's that. Then ice blasting, which I've been looking at for a while, because on the under tray of the car, I'll maybe put a picture, you'll see that it's quite rusty, a lot of surface rust. So I need to get that done, because before I start changing anything else underneath the car, I want to basically restore it and get it to as good as possible, actually see the metal, right, and see what I'm working with. And it will remove a lot of the rust, which will be good for the car anyway. So that's good. And I found a company who can do it for less than that. Yeah, Polar Blast Dry Ice, shout out to them. So £1,000 for that. 7-hour job, but one day and that'll be done. But then I also looked at this, which, let me pull this up. So I think this is cool. And I was looking at body kits like a while ago, and I was thinking, well, I could just get a body kit instead of the stock left wing, right wing, and bumper, because this would look way cooler. Because the SLK is nice, and obviously it's nice as it is, but this looks like, all right, we're ready to race now, right? I would feel very cool, and it'll add some aerodynamics to the car and just gives it more flavor as well. So it's like, if I'm going to get the front wings, and this is why I've been weighing up certain OEM parts, which I am doing everything Mercedes parts, so that's why it's taking me a while. But for the body kit, I'm like, I could upgrade and make the car look cooler aesthetically, better aerodynamics, rather than just getting a box standard, OEM left wing, right wing bumper, when I could get this one, which I think looks pretty cool. So, and the price of this isn't that crazy, to be honest. We're talking 704 euros, 704 euros for that, excluding VAT, which is what it charges in Europe. So all in all, looking like €1,000, $1,000 ish, which would be a lot more simpler than buying the OEM, because I get the one that I want. So I'm still going back and forth with that. That is an option too. That is an option. My exhaust, for a sport exhaust, a new one, custom, looking at around, well, actually the quote was £750 thereabouts. So again, close to around $1,000. Refurb brake calipers. I found a company, and I forget where they are, but I found a company who actually, they essentially like take your brake calipers and then give you refurbished ones. But I was a bit hesitant before because they don't fit the calipers. They just, you send them theirs, and then they just send you like refurbished ones. So nice, like bright red, coat of paint, powder coated paint. I'm so tired. apologies, powder coated paint, and they look great. But because it's brakes, I'm very like, I haven't done brakes yet, and that's something, of course, needs to be 100% right. So I'm not sure about that yet, and that's not necessary because my calipers are good. But I do want to get those restored and back to their former glory. And then there's some miscellaneous things. The battery, I definitely am gonna buy one because I think that's what, which I said in the last video, I think that's what's causing the regulator issue in the passenger side window. Because when I looked at my expenses, I had already done that before. Now I can't remember if it was, um, I can't remember if it was the driver side or passengers. I think it was passengers, but I need to check. So once I get my Autel, I'll be able to run a diagnostic and actually see what's going on with that. Because as you can see here, um, a door lock actuator for the passenger side, about £117, so not too crazy. But yeah, that needs fixing because windows and these drop tops, it just becomes a nightmare shutting the car and all kind of stuff. So yeah, I need to fix that. That's for sure. And then the repair solution for the headlamps on the right hand side, that definitely needs fixing. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, at least 8 items need doing. Yeah, that is what I've got to pay. Which, the cost of the cost. Car restoration is never going to be cheap, especially when you're doing it right. And I believe it will be good once I've done all these things. And again, I don't have to do everything right now, but the core things to get back on the roads is for sure 3164 or 4300 US. That's like the minimum. So, as I said, that is my goal. I'm trying to get the car fixed so I'm ready to go to Europe because I just want to take my laptop and just, work from Europe, basically drive around Europe and just work. Like I said it in the first video, I'm really just done with doing things that I don't want to do or doing things that is just not serving me. It's not really what I enjoy. And I love cars and I love building things, right? So that's what I'm trying to do more of now. And that's why. That's why I need to get the car so I can drive to Europe, see my friends, see my family, and just change the way I'm doing business and just living my life. Like I'm tired of the mundane and I'm tired of it. I'm just tired. I just want to be in my car, windows down, top down, sun shining, and just having a good time. And putting in the work, of course, but just enjoying life. Life is too short. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm figuring out like, what products of mine that I'm gonna be pushing the most to sell and, obviously make money. Because I have some clients at the moment, but I'm they're like clients who I have to see in person. So I will be getting rid of those clients soon and yeah, just going betting it all on the business and the products that I've been working on. So it's quite a lot to take on, but I believe I can do it. As I said, I know as soon as I got the car back on the roads, I'll be in a much more or even more positive mindset, and I believe I can do it. And then once I can drive to Europe, bed the new engine in, first 1,000 miles, that'll be a good trip. It'll probably be about, I don't know, from here to Switzerland, I think it's about 1,000 something miles, something like that. Maybe, yeah, about 1,000 miles just there. So it'll be a couple thousand round trip. So that'll be enough time to bed the engine in slowly, and have some fun on the way back. But that's where I'm at, guys. That is the cost. I need to raise $4,300 next to pay for these costs, immediate costs to get back on the roads, Mercedes have given me their breakdown for their new engine. I found a dealership for a reconditioned engine, which I'm more likely going to go for right now. And then I need to make the money so I can be in Europe for the summer. That's my plan. So I appreciate you watching. This was a bit of a longer video, but these costs and stuff, is very hard to um, break down. Sure, and I know I was rambling in between, so apologies for that. I'll do better in the next one. But if you really like the video, I appreciate if you subscribe. It really helps a lot. And I'm really trying to push this channel. I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of creativity that I want to do here. And I just feel like my spark is back with this channel. It's where I am aligned and where I want to spend my time. And thanks to SLK World for the love I've been getting on the first video. I appreciate it. All the comments. It really does mean a lot, honestly. Like I'm like so fired up. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.